Alright, can you see me, right? Alright, so let's, no, I gotta see this video. We go on video first.
I don't know if she has the video.
Oh, that's gotta be Who is this? What's her name?
Grimes is right there, featuring Nana. Yeah.
Appreciate Grimes.
Go.
Grimes, we appreciate power. Let's see what you really appreciate, my dear.
They got a video?
It's the same letters as what you call it too. As WAP.
It's the same what?
We appreciate power is the same. It's like saying WAP.
That's a fact.
That's the first thing that just caught me.
Damn. Wow.
First thing caught me. Oh, look at what we got.
Could you imagine Elon saying, "Yo, that's fire, bro. Yeah." Yeah.
Go.
Give me a second.
Probably the worst thing I've ever heard. Now let's read these crazy lyrics because Lord knows what she said here. So you only gave us verse 2?
Yeah, I think that was, yeah.
People like to say that we're insane, but AI will reward us when it rains. Right. Pledge allegiance to the world's most powerful computer. Simulation is the future. What will it take to make you capitulate? We appreciate power.
Go.
Elevate the human race. Putting makeup on my face. We appreciate power. And if you long to never die, baby, plug in, upload your mind. Whoa, Neuralink. Neuralink right there, Cali Cal. Come on, you're not even alive if you're not backed up on a drive. Oh my God.
Oh
Remember
my God.
I was telling you how Elon was saying you're gonna download the memory? It's gonna be just like a basically going to be like a thumb drive. You'll have a thumb drive of your own memories. If you long to never die, baby, plug in and upload your mind. Come on, you're not even alive if you're not backed up on a drive.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Appreciate him doing the work for us, but I would like to see what the other verses said. That was crazy though.
Wow.
I know.
Fact is usually stranger than fiction.
What will it take to make you capitulate? We appreciate power, elevate the race. Okay. Simulation, give me something good. God's creation, so misunderstood. Pray to the divinity, the keeper of the key. One day everyone will believe. What will it take to make you capitulate? We appreciate power. This one is crazy. Alright, show more. And if you long to never die, this is the one where she's saying plug in. Neanderthal to human being, evolution killed the gene. Biology is superficial, intelligence is artificial. Whoa.
Can I stop you for a second?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Submit. I know what capitulate is. Just give up, give in.
Yeah, giving way to like an unwelcome demand.
Yeah, but look, I don't think she cared if you didn't know what capitulate meant. she only told you what to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Submit.
Now,
Crazy. Oh, here
what
goes
you
songwriters. Now go. Now, what were you saying about these songwriters now?
Okay, so what I was saying was a lot of these artists are signed to labels, and even independent ones have songwriters. Now, what happens is the songwriters, you will listen to a beat, you will say what beat you like or whatever, and the songwriter will go and they would source whatever they have to source, whatever creativity they have, and they will make a song for you. Just like how Beyonce, she doesn't write songs, people write songs for her, and she just sings them. In the same way, most artists, they just have songwriters, in which the songwriters develop the song for them, and they're just the vocal, like the mouthpiece for it.
Oh, that's Grime. So Grimes wrote some of it. She's not first hand though. She's second. So she wrote some of it. This is who she is.
Well, you need to know who.
That's her.
You need to know.
Butcher, known professionally as Grimes, Canadian musician, singer, songwriter, record producer, music video director, visual artist. Went to university, as they would say in your beautiful
in Canadian. Canada.
And she, for some reason, they did an article on her in the Wall Street Journal. Interesting.
Huh.
It's like the first thing that pops up. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
You got her IG and then you got
Wall Street.
Wonder what that's all about. How do you just get to the front of the Wall Street Journal and you have absolutely nothing to do with money?
When your partner's Elon, you can do anything, right?
It's looking this way, my brother. No. Well, hot tamale. Spicy, huh, Cal?
That is not my cup of tea.
Cal said that's spicy. He liked the socks.
She's like a car crash, man.
She said she hates all her names. Oh, goodness.
Like a car crash. You're gonna enter feeling cool and leave all messed up. Ain't right.
Alright. Clear Sea is done and dead. Sea is not long for the world. The main character of my book. So she wrote a book. Great. Okay, the trouble with Grime, she is saying that she wants to die soon. The trouble with Grime, she is saying, and why Grime needs to die soon, is that she needs to be free. I'm super bound by limits I've set for myself. Really.
That is the exact same thing Prince was saying when
Really?
Prince was alive. He wanted to be one with the universe. Remember that. Remember that.
Are you saying he was the first transhumanist?
No, it wasn't. But Prince was preaching that the whole time. He was like, yeah, your time's gonna come. You only have one birthday, blah blah blah. And he was predicting his death for a lot of his career.
It would be easier for me if I wasn't stuck with the branding I made in 2009, you know. Who knows what she did back there. Sometimes she rocks back and forth on it, but sometimes they're under the taps is because the Project Grime seems to be reaching its endpoint. About a decade old, it was meant to be. What? Oh, the kind of music you can imagine a group of vampires will listen to. That this group of vampires also happen to be on the cheerleading squad. Really? This is what Elon is captivated by. People, friends, keep being like, you shouldn't have to change, but you know what? The world is a bitch. Great. Hold on, I heard you, Cal. You need to see her again. There you go. She said, y'all worried about the one eye. I'm artificial intelligence. No eyes. Go sleepy time, y'all. Go sleepy time. Grime's music is popular, but popular in a way you might expect from music that is often explicitly meant to be something other than pop. That is, it uses many pop tunes, hooks, choruses, but manages to be less straightforward. You can't sing along to many of these songs. Okay, 2013, Jay-Z signed her. Whoa.
Oh, come on, man.
and the plot thickens.
Wow.
In 2013, Jay-Z signed her to this management company, Roc Nation. The next year, Pitchfork, that bastion of hip-hop music credibility, named Oblivion a song from her album Visions, the greatest track of the decade so far. And in 2015, Grimes released Arc's Angels, a sprawling genre-jumping record. A year before Art Angels released the most recent. Okay, here we go. The most recent Grimes track, We Appreciate Power, which will appear on her new album to be released later this summer, might be the grimiest track ever made. Not sonically. Actually, it was sonically very crappy. It's heavy with chunky sounds of new metal guitar power chords. New metal, what's that, Cal?
New metal is like new rock, but let me make a point though.
Talk to me.
The reason why the production is so special is because what they're doing is right. I don't know. Okay, I don't think you were old enough in the 80s to remember this, but you know how the synthesizers came out and everyone was so crazy over them?
Yeah, absolutely. It was in the late 70s. I know
Cool.
exactly when.
Why were they so crazy over the synthesizers?
Why?
Yeah, like what sounded different from a synthesizer to like a electronic guitar or like a normal piano?
Didn't it sound kind of like something like what? Hypnotizing or something like that?
Yeah, the frequency is a little bit different. Same thing with this new metal, new rock concept. When you listen to the production, you're not really listening to production. It's like how should I describe it? It's so jarring.
AI
It's so it's like so jarring to the ear that you kind of disregard it and you listen more to the lyrics themselves. There's a certain way you do it.
No, you know what my guess is now? I'm glad you just said that. Okay, so because maybe a year or so ago, there's this website where they had AI making the music.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you see that before, Cal?
I'm not sure, but I think I heard about it.
So basically, they like taught AI how to like listen to different sounds and rhythms, and then allowed the AI to produce its own music, and it was very jarring. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I heard it, because it wasn't rhythmically correct, you know. And my best guess is that they did something with that here. And look, let's keep going. Look, because as I'm talking, I'm seeing more guitar power chords, but conceptually, it's written from the perspective of a pro AI girl group propaganda machine. The refrain, "We appreciate power," repeated throughout, is more chant than chorus. Woo!
Yeah.
But that relates to WAP.
Mm-hmm.
That's the case. It really does relate then. Jay-Z right here, WAP again, then chorus interwoven with blinds. AI will reward us when it rains. Simulation is the future. We appreciate power. We grew out of a fascination with the Marangbang band, a North Korean pop band. Right. I know, she's too hot right there. She laughs a little when she talks about the song. Oh, I bet. This song represses my spirit, she concludes. It's as tough. It's as though she's talking about something that is not her own. Cal. So she got the download. She got the download.
Look.
Yeah,
Let
she
me
got
continue.
the download. She got the late night download. Explain it.
Okay, cool. So, you remember when Michael Jackson and Prince started beefing for no reason, right? Cool. The reason they were beefing is because Michael Jackson and Prince were using the same spirits to download their music. Michael Jackson had a mirror room. His mirror room would allow him to channel the spirits of whoever abused him previously, the people he wanted to talk to. Like one example of someone he would have channeled was this guy, Liberace. And what would happen was because Michael Jackson didn't have enough time to sleep all the time, or being on tour, etc., etc., he'll take more drugs. More drugs equals more sleep. More sleep means more hit records, more hit sounds. The Spirits, because you needed to sleep so much, the Spirits would have really got so angry with Michael that they would have told him, look, if you don't sleep enough so we could give you this music, we're going to go to Prince. That's where the tensions came from, because the same spirit, Cronus, which would help Michael go to sleep and give him the songs in the dreams, was also with Prince at the same time.
Pause that. Chronos
And that is how it relates to his death, because the more drugs he took for a 50-year-old body, he couldn't handle it. And eventually, yeah, he did die.
Chronos spelled Kronos, right?
Not sure how it's spelled. But yes, I do believe it's Kronos.
That's a spirit.
Now,
It's supposed to be a deity.
No, explain it more, because there's a reason why he must be big, because they named the employee management tracking software by the name of Chronos.
I think it's to do with time.
There you go.
Chronos, to do with time.
There you go.
So
it's a schedule management software.
And so with that,
I'm sorry, Kyle. Is he the Greek god?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
Aleister Crowley's 7/7 book would have taught Michael and Prince how to channel these spirits by using mirror rooms, by using different rituals, in order to have these entities stay beside them to give them hit songs consistently. Now, another spirit Michael would have dabbled in is the Corbants, and it relates to how he looked as well. The Corbants were basically men who would they would, how should I put this? They would dress up like women, but they wouldn't actually look like women. They would look like half man, half woman,
Right.
because of the makeup they'll put on their faces, and the way they moved. They were dancing spirits. The Corbants were dancing men.
Mm-hmm.
So they would worship this this quote unquote divine goddess, and they would usually dance around a huge pit. I'm saying a huge pit, right? There's a huge pit of like flames and all that. They would dance around to appease this goddess that they would worship so much, and usually they would let out like cries and screams, random cries, random screams. They would dance until their feet gave out. Their feet would bleed, and they would continue dancing because they channeled these spirits. And that is the same spirit that Michael would have channeled. We all knew him to be a dancer, number one. We all knew him to let out random screams and bawls and cries. We all knew him to be that guy that was kind of feminine, but kind of masculine at the same time. Same thing with Prince. Same thing with Prince. Prince was kind of like, you could see he was a little bit more masculine, but at the same time,
They call it androgynous. It's androgynous, bro. That's the word you're looking for.
Michael just took it a step further because of how much he worshipped the Corbants and how much he channeled the energy through his own soul, and that would have given him the ability to dance non-stop. When I say non-stop, I mean this guy was dancing all night, all day. He couldn't stop moving his feet. In the studio, he couldn't stop moving his feet. Wherever he was, the guy couldn't stop dancing, and it eventually seeped into his appearance, in which he would look like a woman as well, as androgynous. And that's just like a tenth of the ritualistic things Michael used to do, and Prince. Now, what I think is, yes, Grimes may have. 1 second.
Where does Miles Davis have a part of this? I feel like he has a part of this.
Miles Davis. You went extra far back.
Hello?
You said Miles Davis?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Okay, so
That's
what
too
I'm
far back.
thinking here, what I'm thinking here is that yes, the Grimes may have quote unquote written a track, but they also has, in my opinion, there is some sort of principality, just like how Michael had Cronus and some of these other spirits that help him make some of this. Because a lot of Michael's songs had a message like this as well. Oh, my bad, sorry, my bad, I remember now. My memory is great. The Nephilim. Michael would have contacted some Nephilim and used them to push an agenda forward, if you know what the Nephilim are.
What's that?
The fallen angels.
Oh.
The Nephilim are the fallen angels and the sons of the fallen angels, etc., etc. And so these Nephilim would have helped Michael climb to the top of the industry, in which they would have given him songs that some of Michael's songs didn't really make much sense, but they still bang them. That's give that in part to the Nephilim.
Well, they say that the Thriller was an ode to that. That is exactly what you would see. That's how they dance in Down Below. That you're seeing a real live like rendition of what they see in hell. That's what they say, man.
Well,
so
remember
that was his number one hit. That was the one that brought him out as Michael Jackson by himself. He had a couple like little like disco songs, but nothing like Thriller, bro.
Well, in Michael's case, you have to understand that there probably was going on down there, but even the a lot of the moves that he had going on, was inspired by these Nephilim. The moonwalk was inspired by one of the founders of the Church of Satan. A lot of his other dance moves were inspired by a lot of the other Satanists around him. So, from what we see in his videos, what we see in his moves, his lyrics and stuff like that, it's all Nephilim based. Each one of his songs are Nephilim based. And I think that's not when he was a child though. When he was a child it was a little bit different. But as soon as there was at some point in time, he would have made a great switch, and that made him channel these spirits. I think it's after his hair got burnt, if I'm not mistaken, after he had hot head, which is also quote unquote a little bit of a ritual as well, but that's a different story.
Did you say that this was Prince? I'm super bound by the limits I've set for myself.
No, she was saying something about dying. Now, the death that she was talking about is most likely brand based, but it's also, in my opinion, the way she's talking about it is also like, one on one with the universe. But Prince was talking about that.
Okay. So the past year has been a strange one for Grime. She became famous in a way she never attended. She became a meme, controversy, punchline, and play in a Securities and Exchange Commission investigation. All of it circles around the fact that roughly a year ago she began dating Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX. When his name is mentioned, she nearly collapses on the floor for a long period in pain and groan. Don't tell him I groaned just now. I groaned out of, I don't know, feminism. I mean, he's a super interesting goddamn person. Then she stops. Up to this point, conversation has raced at a speed of light clip. Now there are vast pauses, chasms of ellipses, and while she talks around an entire aspect of her life, she seems to still be figuring out how to navigate. Musk says via email, I love C's wild fae, artistic creativity, and hyper intense work ethic. But quickly, before we get there, some context. The pair reportedly met in the most modern, meek, cute of ways. Musk made a joke on Twitter, a pun on Roko, and an AI thought experiment called Roko's. I bet you this is something.
An AI thought experiment. Bow.
BuzzFeed. Someone pointed out that years earlier, Grime had made the exact same pun. Musk reached out to her. The two attended the Met Gala together last year, and several corners of the internet went insane. But even after all of that, the most famous / infamous incident of Grimes and Musk pairing so far was surely the surreal period in which the rapper and singer Azealia Banks. What? Oh, she all up in it, bro. Azealia Banks, cuz? Azealia Banks sees? You know Azealia Banks, the one that got caught with the chickens in the closet, bro.
What's going on? Hold on. My phone was too hot. It was too much information.
Oh, it cooked that phone.
Yo, it cooked the phone. I had to switch to my laptop.
All right. Basically, it's saying that she was chilling with Azealia Banks, and Azealia Banks got made famous for freaking working with RZA and getting caught doing witchcraft in the closet. And she had like all this chicken blood, and she showed everybody online. You can probably go look for the videos right now.
Hold on. Why that name? Who is it? Let me see.
Azealia spent a
Oh.
No, before you continue, now that you said chicken blood, it's good you said that, because now you could identify the principalities that these people pray to, because not all principalities are equal. Some have greater power.
Bro, it's easy. Mammon. You don't gotta guess.
It can't be.
It is.
It can't be, because Mammon wouldn't accept such a lesser animal.
Yeah, but you're talking about Azealia. I'm talking about the big stars. The big money goes through Mammon.
Well, of course, but there has to be a root of principalities you go to before you go to Mammon himself, man.
No, I would think so, but you're taking her practices and you're giving it to the woman that just bagged the billionaire. She went to Mammon. Come on, bro. Like, what are you guessing? There's no guess. She scooped the billionaire, bro. You hear me? A billionaire, bro. Come on, bro. You think she prayed to? Who she prayed to?
Good point.
She didn't scoop him like because she's the baddest woman in the world. She scooped him on some like I'm interesting shit. so some really white girl Erykah Badu stuff, man. So she was
Erykah Badu.
That's exactly what she is. That's exactly what she is. Spent the weekend last August in Musk Bel Air mansion. She's waiting. She claimed to hang and make music with Grimes. Banks posted a series of Instagram stories detailing her time there, which happened just a few days after Musk tweeted an announcement about his intent to take Tesla private. Wow. Come on, y'all. So Banks posted a series of Instagram stories detailing her time there, which happened just a few days after Musk tweeted an announcement about his intent to take Tesla private. I'm considering taking Tesla private at $420, funding secured. $420. These guys is playing, bro. It's one big joke. It's one big joke, bro. We now know after an investigation that the funding required to take this company private at $420 a share was not, in fact, secured. It was exactly the kind of story that is catnip for everyone in the media, bringing together as it does the worlds of pop culture. So they were already starting to put him on top of the freaking market right here. They're already telling you whatever he says. In January, all right, she won't even say his name, but all right, this is just basically like her acting like she's in love with him. Oh, Tupac, where do you get here? When Clearport was 8 or 9, she and her younger brother Mac would make videos together in the basement of their home in the Vancouver suburbs. Mac found one of her videos. I hope it's not the Mac I'm thinking of. Found one of her videos a few years ago of them. The two of them doing stand-up comedy routines while listening to Tupac Shakur and wearing basketball jerseys. Sounds like some cultural appropriation to me. We would just be weird and make stuff, Max says. We had an elite training force with neighborhood kids, and we do drills with, like, super soakers. We also had a Spice Girls fan club. Okay. All right. Really. So yeah, in my opinion, like basically what I'm seeing here, she is definitely what we discussed already. Because there's no way her girl is Azealia Banks. There's just no way possible, man. You understand? So we already know. Sorry guys, but she's lost in the sauce. And you could find out whoever that chicken is. That's who she probably started with, Cal. You know what I'm saying? Because they was probably all in some sort of like coven together. and she got the stronger magic, obviously, because we ain't heard about Azealia Banks in forever. Oh my goodness. Roko's Basilisk is a thought experiment proposed in 2010 by the user Roko on the Less Wrong community blog. Roko used ideas and decision theory to argue that a sufficiently powerful AI agent would have an incentive to torture anyone who imagined the agent but didn't work to bring the agent into existence.
You know what? Bro, no, you know what? I'm done with this, bro. I'm done with this. We could get up this right now. Like, we could just stop this right now.
Whoa, you seeing that? AI agent that would have an incentive to torture anyone who imagined the agent but didn't work to bring the agent into existence. This is what Elon was working on. I mean, Elon.
You know what that reminds me of?
Wow.
That reminds me of the elites who know about this stuff but didn't want to work with any of them to bring it to pass.
Because they all knew it was gonna eventually like push them out.
Yeah, you know, they knew that they were going to work on the agenda and still get hellfire. Simple.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch this after we get off of this. Oh my goodness.
What's that called? Roko?
Roko's Basilisk, the most terrifying thought experiment. Yo, what a rabbit hole you created, C's. What the hell?
Thank you very much.
Thanks, C's.
Wow.
So you got Jigga, my nigga. And mixed in with a little Azealia Banks, with a little Elon Musk. Like, listen to these connections.
The
Wall
thing
Street
is,
Journal.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Cal. Please don't let me stop your thought pattern. Where you going?
The thing is, see Jigga, right? Jay-Z had a very direct encounter where he had the opportunity to either choose the good way of going about stuff, or put the community down and take up the devil worshiping stuff.
Amen.
If you remember,
Amen. He was God body. You're absolutely right, Cal. He was God body, and he had full knowledge of everything that we're talking about way earlier than when we're talking about it, bro. Late 80s, early 90s.
If you remember, I mean, yeah, Prince had his fight for his independence. Michael too, because he basically owned a lot of Sony and all that. But for Jay-Z to come from where he came from and still have the opportunity to remove a lot of money from these companies without being touched, without being hurt, it would have meant that some closed deals happened behind some doors, and he was given, as you said, light and knowledge of this stuff, and he still chose it.
Yep,
he still chose it even though he knew about it.
And I like Jay-Z, man. Like, I knew this, I knew something shady about him, but man.
Nah, he chose it. He chose it bad. He chose it the worst type of way you could choose it.
No,
bro.
He was always a shady guy, regardless.
He chose it from the beginning.
He was always an off guy.
You understand? That's why they brought Jay-Z
If you look at his name, Jehovah, Hove.
Yeah, but that's why they brought him in a suit. Like, they already knew. Like, he was designed, bro. He was designed.
And I don't like right now. Remember we was talking about Swaz that, you know, he had a lot to do with the Black Messiah. And I feel like with this deal that he made with Ace of Spades and stuff like that, black people are worshiping him more.
Y'all seeing this right here? You see what they trying to show you?
Yeah, Jehovah sees Jehovah, Hove.
And it's so crazy because it's like.
Come on, Swaz. You know people need to sleep at night, bro. What do you do? I need to sleep at night.
It's a 2-minute read, bro. Well, first of all, this got me, so I had to come and see this.
What's that?
Pascal, wait, why that sounds familiar?
That's
What?
it. That's the world's scariest thought experiment.
Pascal wager?
This is the world's scariest thought experiment. Remember Roko's Basilisk? This is the one that they
Hmm.
did with the AI.
Hmm.
It's
This,
essentially a scary version of this. See, now we gotta go. Look, this is this is when they this is when you really get to understand it, because in order to understand where they went, you got to know where they came from. You understand? So
Hmm.
they already used a previous experiment to base this one off of. Lord knows when that one got done. We'll figure that out. Roko's Basilica argues that you should dedicate your full time and energy to the research and development of a hyper intelligent AI. This is because Roko's posits if such an AI is ever realized, it will retroactively punish by way of external torment anyone who knew about its potential existence and did nothing to aid in its creation. Yo, that's so crazy, bro. Every time I say it,
Now, same thing, as I said again, same thing with Jay, same thing with Elon, all these guys. Knowing about this stuff, and you either take the road of pushing the agenda or not pushing the agenda. It's as
right?
simple as that.
Amen. We only got two options. So it says this is because Roko, okay, even if there is a small chance that such an AI is ever developed, the punishment is too great to take any chances. Pascal's wager argues that you should devote yourself to God, because if there is a chance he really exists, then you will go to heaven rather than face eternal damnation in hell. Okay, Pascal, smart man. Even if there is only a small chance of God's existence, why risk being damned to hell? Might as well devote yourself to and accept God into your life. Okay. So it says Roko is much scarier as it's based in reality. While God's existence has never been proven, artificial intelligence is a very real technology. The concept of God is. This is how you know the devil talking right now, y'all. You understand? You see? Bringing nothing but doubt into you. While God's existence has never been proven, artificial intelligence is a very real technology. The concept of God is, as far as we know, a figment of our ancestors. Our, not even our imagination, y'all. Not even ours. It's not even a figment of our imagination. It's our ancestors. Like, come on, y'all. On the other hand, the AI is a technology that currently exists in many households and pant pockets, voice assistants. We even have an artificial intelligence citizen currently living amongst us in the form of a robot named Sophia. Know all about her?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
know all about Sophia. And I think, didn't Elon meet Sophia?
Not sure.
I, I don't know. I'll check that out offline. Therefore, the torment that comes with rejecting Roko has a higher probability of taking place than the damnation that comes with not taking Pascal's wager. So they're
His
basically
way.
saying, the wrath of technology is greater than the wrath of God.
this is I think this is what Dick Gregory was talking about. He talked about this.
Yo, bro, they going in right now, bro. You talk about 2 minute read. This don't feel like 2 minutes, huh? Hussies? Still going. All right,
Is it is
furthermore,
it is it Basilica or Ballistica?
but it's like basil with
Bas-
isk at the end.
yeah,
Basil isk.
Basilisk,
I'm
Basilisk,
thinking it's basilisk.
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
basilisk
Basilisk.
is much greater than the accrued from taking Pascal's wager. While Pascal is simply reason that we should accept God into our lives and become religious, which comes at a little financial cost and consumes minimal time. Roko is arguing that we should devote even second. Oh, we should devote even. I think he meant to say every second. I think he meant to say devote every second of our existence to the development of an all-powerful AI. This is much more time-consuming, mentally draining, and financially burdened, as AI research and development requires immense financial and human capital. Yo, Roko is he is the antagonist to Pascal's wager. So you had one dude that was all for God, and you got the other, the demonic side of it. In a world where fewer and fewer people are subscribing to religious belief systems, it only makes sense that we have a modern day version of a Scales wager, one that deals with artificial intelligence rather than God. Only this time around, it's much scarier. Oh, and the fact that you're reading this right now will be used as proof to the future. Holy freaking fuck. I believe him.
I believe them too.
I'll read it all for you guys that are listening. Oh, and the
Hello,
fact that you are
AI.
reading this right now will be used as proof to the future AI that you knew of its potential creation and still did nothing to help bring it into reality. So basically, they are sending a threat to the human race via AI that doesn't exist. Great.
Wow.
Thanks, Eli. This is why it's so important that you no longer have the will in your hand, bro. Okay?
What do you mean the will?
That's
The wheel, like the wheel in your car. I know you still a new driver, Cal, but you'll be driving for about 4 years, 5 years, if that.
you know what's crazy? I'm thinking about it. There's a song called Drug Dealers Anonymous with Pusha T and Jay-Z. And he talks about how he invested in Uber before Uber got big.
Of course he did. Because he knew that we were going to be he knew that there was a transition.
Wow.
They were already talking about it. That's what the Black Eyed Peas was all. The Black Eyed Peas, remember, they were all about transitioning us into this new reality. Them along with Common Sense. That was about 10 years ago, I want to say. 12 years ago.
Yeah. That's when Black Eyed Peas was huge. Right? Look at the fucking cover of the fucking thing.
I don't even gotta see, bro. I'm telling you.
Damn, man. I forgot. Damn.
Present the screen if you want to present it, bro. I'm pulling up the lyrics.
It was, and it's funny because I'm listening to it coming home in my car, and I'm like, yo, this shit is fire. But now I'm seeing the other side of it. Go to Jay-Z's lyrics.
Whose lyrics is this up top?
Pusha T.
Right here, this is deep. Peep this. Okay. So, hat trick under my mattress. Date I stopped till still has an asterisk after it. After all, I can make a call. I can baptize a brick as I wash away my sins like a Catholic. Who the F ain't mastered this? America's nightmares in Flint. Children of a lesser God when your melanin's got a tint. And I can't even mention what I sent or what I spent, because my name in 18-wheelers is evidence. I put my booze in those cruise collections. Life's a bitch. A to Z in her shoe collection. Take your pick. Paid in full like 86. G's on my body. The new Gucci has less monograms. God's got him. The new Gucci has less monograms. God's got him. Let he without sin cast the first stone. So I built that all glass quad level first home. Shatter all of your misconceptions. Hold all of them missing weapons. You thought I would miss my blessings? The ultimate misdirection. Yeah. So why does this feel like he like going directly at his brother, man?
He could be.
You don't get that vibe right here?
He could be.
Shatter all.
You know who Pusha T is, Callum?
Yeah, he the drug dealer. Ain't really a drug dealer here. Yeah.
Exactly. And he's like talking, he's basically like shooting that guy right here, but indirectly shooting at his brother because
his brother, yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
And I like this song just because of the flow.
Yeah, but when you read it now, you see what you see. So this is Jigger?
Yeah, Federico. Yep.
Slow it down because he think he's slick. You gotta be careful with him. Federico Fellini. Already got work to do. Unless you know.
I don't know who this is. I was thinking about it today. I was like, who is that person?
Can you somebody go research that while I keep going? All right. Federico Fellini and the flesh. Sergio Tacchini ain't nothing but an old designer inside his mesh. Bitch, I've been bracking since the 80s. Google me, baby. You crazy? 89 in the London. Pull the Benz up. Okay.
Okay.
Listen to what he just said right here.
Italian film director.
Bitch, I've been bracking since the 80s. Google me, baby. You crazy? 89 in London. Pull up the Benz. Type it in. Google your friend, bruh. 14-year drug dealer and still counting. Who deserves the Medal of Freedom is my accountant. He been hula hooping through loopholes, working around. IRS should have had the townhouses surrounded. Thanks to the lawyers, I marbled the foyer. I tore the floor up. Yeah, that's for the koi fish. But we've been dining on oysters. I walked through the garage, it's like multiple choices. I told him pull up the voice. I told him pull the voice up. I'm getting ghosts. I'm hearing noises. I think it's the boys, but I've been banking at Deutsch. We got storefronts, we got employee stubs. We've been opening studios in 4040s. The paper trail is gorgeous. Yo, this, like, he's literally telling you that that he washed the money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about.
He's literally telling you, and they were all in with him. And he says, we got storefronts, we got employee stubs, we've been opening studios and 4040s up. The paper trail is gorgeous. Cases we bury. Literally, remember he buried that case? He buried the case with when he stabbed on Rivera. And he
That's
buried,
the brother, right?
No, Rivera was another dude, like a A&R / like agent. And then he threw the glass bottle at Fat Joe that time. Buried that one too. Okay, so drug dealers. So hold on, where we at? Okay. Before reason. Okay, here. Okay. Cases we bury them before reasonable doubt drop. The jury hung. Bling bling. So he telling you that something happened. Something happened before him. Something I never paid attention to. But he caught some sort of case before a reasonable doubt came.
Right.
And that's probably when they flipped him, bro.
I think he shot his brother or something like that.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he detailed one time that he shot his brother. He established shot his brother, but he don't have to speak about it too much. Like some sort of PTSD from someone.
What's good with the Felipe Federico thing?
Italian filmmaker.
Who? Italian what?
Filmmaker.
A filmmaker. What's his popular film? Alright. Before reasonable doubt dropped, the jury hung. Bling bling. Every time I come around your city, bling bling. Did he go to Louisiana and do something? Is that what he's trying to say? And he said my tenure took me through Virginia. Asked Teddy Riley about me. Asked the federales about me. Tried to build a cell around me. Snatched my nigga Emery up. Tried to get him to tell about me. He told 12, give me 12. He told him to go to hell. About me, drug dealers anonymous. Y'all think Uber's the future? Our car has been autonomous.
That's the line.
You don't knew it.
Not just knew it, he driving it already, bruh.
When did this song come out?
That was that's like what, 2016?
Years ago, bro.
Let me see.
Mules move the drums, take them to different spots. We just call it shots by simply moving our thumbs. I'm a course of miracles with this shit. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. I always knew. Whoa. Going back. I'm a course of miracles with this ish. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. I always knew I was a prophet, but I couldn't find a decent job. Life made me ambidextrous, counting with my right, whipping white with my left wrist. Damn, Daniel, FBI keep bringing them all white vans through.
Yeah, I understand the last bit of that. If
Life
you know what
made me ambidextrous, counting with my right, whipping white with my left wrist.
yeah, that'd be a trap house. That's trap
Yep.
house vibe.
Yep.
Damn, Daniel, FBI keep bringing all them whites vans through. I think damn thing isn't that from
Damn, Daniel, that was like a term.
isn't
Back
that
at
was
it
like
again
in
with the
Blow
white
or
van.
something? Was that Blow?
No.
Nah, it was like a term used like around that time. It was like, damn, Daniel.
Yeah, back at it again with the white vans and all that. That's what it's about.
And this
Uh,
was made what year?
2016.
Alright. And Felipe Federico, any movie
So,
that important?
I mean, notable work La Strada, 1954.
Damn, throwback dude.
Yeah, nah, he's a throwback, dude. Nights of Calabria, 1957. La Dolce Vita, 1960. Ooh, Spirits of the Dead, 1968.
Life is a combination of magic and pasta.
Why you mention this guy?
I don't know. He blended fantasy with Baroque images and earthiness. Very odd. Like, why? How the hell? Like, yeah. What was he famous for? He was the singer. He was the number one celebrated filmmaker after World War II in Italy. Okay. Jay-Z just threw that one in there just to name drop because I don't see anything.
Maybe he'll be celebrated after World War III. I don't know.
No, there's a reason he did that. I find it okay.
Man, there's a reason. He started the whole damn thing off. He said Federico Fellini in the flesh.
Yeah, so there's a big reason why he did it like that.
Who's Sergio?
That's a brand designer from back in the day. Biggie used to wear that.
Okay.
That was Biggie. Biggie used to wear this, Sergio Tacchini. You know what? When in doubt, go where your mom want to go. What's his name? What's the bald head dude's name, man? The evilest man ever. What's his name?
Who?
Calno.
You mean the guy who founded the Church of Satan?
Yeah. Not LeVay. The other one.
I can't remember.
The one do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the Lord.
Oh, Aleister Crowley.
Thank you. There you go. There you go. And if it's not him, then it's Abramovich.
You mean the woman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She irks my soul, man. The spirit cooking.
Yeah.
No. I don't see what I'm looking for. Let's go with Bramlevich.
That's all we did. Good. What about you? How are you guys? I'll be very careful. Okay. You're really wrong. Just throw it out over some God. Hey, you're up.
You saw that first one?
Yeah, I already popped it open. It's already opening over there.
Well, let's go.
So I grab that.